Well, good morning. Welcome to Life on the Bench podcast. I'm your host, Dan Kinjorski. And in the future, I hope to have some guests with me. But this morning, I want to talk about the WNBA. Um, they have a, I guess, a commercial that says "Welcome to the W," and I suppose that means "Welcome to the W." Women, I guess. I have no idea. But the WNBA, I like watching it. I didn't get I didn't start watching it until last year, basically. I was at a conference in Indianapolis, and friends of mine went to the game, and they were talking about the fever. But even before that, I heard about the fever. And I heard about this phenom, if I said that right, Caitlin Clark. And I started seeing some reels on it, her play and so forth. And I got interested in watching the WNBA. Uh, Interesting, it began in June of 1997. That's when they began to play in June of 1997 with 8 teams. Those 8 teams were the Charlotte Sting, the Cleveland Rockers, Houston Comets, I believe, or the Houston Comets, I believe, and I, I might have said that wrong. But the LA Sparks, the New York Liberty, the Phoenix Mercury, the Sacramento Monarch, and the Utah Stars. Those are the 8 teams now. They have quite a few more teams, and they're even growing in the next year or two. To include Detroit, you can see I'm a Michigan fan here, and so I look forward to seeing how that plays out. I am a Detroit fan, Detroit Lions fan, a Detroit Tigers fan, although I haven't watched it. To be honest with you, I haven't watched a whole lot of sports other than college football and some NFL. I will tell you, though, what I like about the WNBA is I like to see the skills. I like to see the play, and really, did I pick up the WNBA as a viewer because of Caitlin Clark? Probably. Um, Outside of that, what I've noticed is that there's other players that are just as good as Caitlin Clark, and many of them are on her team in the Fever, um, in which I enjoy watching. The center, I can't think of her name. I know there's Boston, and there's there's several other players that are really good players on the Fever, and I like watching the Fever. Um, what I some other things I've noticed about the WNBA is that social media plays a big part in promoting WNBA, and then there's a lot of bad characters in social media, a lot of false leads talking about certain basketball players, largely Caitlin Clark. A lot of it's on Caitlin Clark. And I can't stand that. I can't stand anything that's negative about any player, to be honest with you, whether it's Caitlin Clark or not. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's the influence of social media. You get a lot of bad actors in social media, as well as good actors, as well as authentic reporters. So there's some things I've noticed here. Uh, what I've noticed is watching the WNBA, it's like watching old school roller derby and sneakers, and it's really a turnoff. And although I did say I look forward to future play, if it continues to be more about the violence, if it continues to be more about flagrant fouls, um, I'm going to be turned off, and I'm going to turn off the WNBA and watch something else. It's not appealing. Watching get someone thrown to the ground, um, or getting smacked in the face or poked in the eye. Or however, I notice that there are legitimate fouls where you're fighting for the ball. Yes, but that's what I've noticed. It's a really terrible state of our culture, really. I dislike it, and it eventually, if it continues, if the refs do not start calling out the fouls, calling out the flagrant fouls, and being even keel about it, and being authentic about it, it's going to be turn off for me. I'm going to turn away from the WNBA. Um, so again, it's more like roller derby and sneakers, the WNBA. And the refs need to do their job. Now, I don't know if they're getting tired and they don't want to do their job, or if they're intentionally not calling out the fouls. I don't know. But the WNBA needs to get a hold of that and start making corrections. Otherwise, you're going to lose a viewer like me. And I don't know if you want to lose a viewer like me, or do you? You might want to. I don't know. So to me, the WNBA needs to start setting boundaries, enforcing those boundaries, enforcing the fouls, the flagrant fouls, and unless they start doing that, you're going to lose me as a customer. Y'all have a good day. Follow me on Life on the Bench.